Hello there, I am Captain New America coming at you from Portland, Oregon. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for calling this up. Give me a few seconds of intro to tell you all about Revolution Now, about the New America Party, about Project 2027, about the New America Network, a lot of stuff going on, and I am the person going to be bringing it to your front door, to your computer, all that stuff, because I am the hero for the party, Captain New America. That's right, I made myself a hero. One day I woke up, regular old citizen, and realized I had the power of the First Amendment within me to speak up and speak outward towards both sides. That's right, the Republicans and the Democrats, and society in general too. And so I figured, hey, that makes me, a hero. So I was looking for a name and I came up with Captain New America. I figured that was I'm thinking that one's untook. I'm looking around going, hey, no one's got that yet. We got another one, my buddy there. My buddy, it's not really my buddy because I don't know him, because he's, fictional. And really, I'm fictional too, so except for being a real person. But the whole thing about, Anyway, being a hero, that's a big thing. And not, unworthy as some fear. I'll tell you, that's a big thing. It is a big thing, and I've been avoiding it for quite a while too. I've had this idea for quite a while. And but these are crazy times, the times that require all Americans to be doing things that maybe they have looked towards and went, all right, if I was in a different time, maybe I wouldn't do that. But these are the times that require things like this to happen. And so that's why Captain New America, that's why I'm Captain New America right in front of you. Going to be speaking about the New America Party, Revolution Now, all kinds of things in, the regular world too. Just out here in society, amongst runners, amongst, backdrop. Going to have a lot of fun. This is going to be a show on the network, on the New America Network. And that's what it is. Captain New America. Selling shirts. Like the original Captain America was selling war bonds. I'm selling shirts. I'm selling the Revolution Now shirts. So we are celebrating 250 years of independence this year. 1776. That's when the 13 colonies, the representatives from the 13 colonies, a bunch of individuals got together, put their name on a piece of paper and said, we represent all these colonies. We want independence. We're going to be the United States of America. And that's what we're celebrating. Independence. It didn't actually happen until there was a war that established that the United States were their own country and they could do what they wanted with their own constitution and stuff. But that's sort of what this is the independence of the New America Party and a new America. That's what we need. We need a new America from this current America, this current United States that's become zero-sum crap is how we're pitching it. I don't win unless you lose. That's how our society has gone, especially in Washington, D.C. So much so that we've elected a con man, a grifter, twice, and now he's basically become his own king. So that we need a revolution to get ourselves away from that king. From King Small Hands Donald. We got to get away from him. Impeach his posterior right out of the West Wing, out of the Oval Office, out of that gold encrusted Oval Office. Get him out of there. And so there's one voice that needs to be up for that. That's Captain New America. That's what I'm doing with this show, with all this, and it's going to be involved with finding all the people to be on that Declaration of Independence. There's a lot of people who want a revolution. They maybe they don't think of it as a revolution right now, but it's not going to take much to go, hey, New America, let's do it that way. We don't need a war. We don't need a new constitution. We need a better constitution, but we can do that through some amendments, through some rewriting, through a constitutional convention. So let's go do that. So the No Kings protests, those people, I'm going to work on getting them on board. They got to be on board. They're good at doing that protest. So let's get them involved in the revolution. The people who are actively involved in standing up against the king, we have to get those people involved somehow. And that's going to be, imagine if there were cameras and video 250 years ago for the first revolution. So that's what we have now for this new revolution. But we have one voice, and not just an American, because an American voice is just going to be a regular old person. We need a hero. So we got a hero for the First Amendment and a character named Captain New America. That's what we got. So, that's how the person grifted his way. Person who identifies as a man grifted his way into the White House by being a character. So, hey, why shouldn't the revolution have its own character too? But not a grifter. Just a character, just a hero, right? That's what I'm going to be. That's a big thing. Selling yourself as a hero. 2, buy shirts and subscribe to a streaming network, the New American Network. So those are the 2 things that are mainly going on there. But having one voice for the revolution, that's going to be a key thing. Trying to get people involved and having one voice to guide people and lead people here and there, when it's needed. A revolution happens in many forms, all over the place, but it really works best when you get one voice going and leading it. And during the first revolution, it was the Congress, the Continental Congress, that was leading that. But there wasn't one person other than George Washington who was leading the army. But he was just leading the army here and there, and there wasn't a revolution voice. You could get some updates from Benjamin Franklin every once in a while, or Alexander Hamilton, or Thomas Jefferson, or here and there, whatever. But those stories don't come out. It's just George Washington was leading the army. Well, we don't have an army except for social media wise. So the person going to be leading all that stuff is Captain New America. And going to have a lot of fun with that because it's going to be on the network, the New American Network. So thank you for tuning in. Catch the next show, and the next show after that, and the next show after that, because we're going to be doing it regularly, and making the revolution happen. New America Party, third voice. America going to be amazing again. Let's make America amazing again.